I think. Oh, I think we're live.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That was embarrassing.
I am so sorry you lost us. Hopefully we get some viewers back, but we're getting some connection issues in the beautiful mountains of Utah. I was just talking about how I met Jason for the first time through the Thomas the Tank Engine community channel. But Nathaniel, you want to talk about how you first met Jason?
Sure thing. All right, so here I was at home, and then my sister comes by with Jason, and she's like, "Yo, can Jason use your mountain bike?" And I'm like, "No, because this dude's like twice my flipping height and width." And so I was just like, "No." And so I don't remember.
This is my chance at fame.
It is your chance at fame.
We've probably got a whole 60 people watching, so say whatever you want.
Hey, welcome.
Oh, so thank you for letting us stream in your yard, sir.
You're very welcome.
So how do you know Jason?
Well, I met him when he was born.
He was born?
Oh,
Oh, that's cool. Uncle Hadfield right here.
Ooh, and it's raining.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're going to pretend it's not in a cool way.
Yeah, sure.
We'll only stop if it's a downpour.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were you? What were you talking about?
And then, I don't know, after that day, I met him at work, and then we just started talking, and I've known him for an entire year. So,
Oh, where'd you guys work?
well, technically I never worked with him, but he visited Peach City, where I work, and he always gets free food, and so I always just talk to him.
Oh, what is this city of peaches I've heard so much about?
Oh, well,
Is it true they're catering this event?
yes, they are catering this event with ice cream, and Peach City is a wonderful little restaurant in the town of Brigham City, Utah.
Oh.
And we have burgers and fries and shakes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alrighty. So we're just going to wait for more interviews and things.
Yeah,
You want-
Courtney got locked out of her car,
Yeah.
so she's breaking into that right now.
We were supposed to have a Thomas centerpiece. It was going to be really nice and would have been very in line with the stream.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Well, how about this? How about I can answer some Q&A questions. Do you need to get anything? So I want to see if they can hear us for starters. I want to see if you guys can hear them. We can do Q&A. We're going to interview people. Random stuff might happen. A puppy may appear.
we might get one or two puppies. You never know.
There are gratuitous amount of puppies. Just puppies pouring out of every orifice of this party. And rumor has it, an ABBA tribute band, Super Trooper and the Mamma Mias, will be performing in that pavilion over there. So it's going to be pretty wild. All right. Any word from our viewers? So go to Top Chat. Oh, good. We got it. Can they hear? Is everything okay?
You guys look awesome. Can't wait to see the puppies.
Oh, the puppies are going to be great.
Isn't Matt or Jason going to be pet here? Ooh, tell them about that.
All right,
Matt.
so let's do a little bit of a backstory. I made a bet or a wager on Twitter almost over a year ago that if the Arlesdale engine stories were adapted into CGI, Upside Now could pants me at Jason's wedding. But due to a technicality, since Upside Now is not present here in Utah to pants me, my pants will be remaining on for the remainder of this video. So I do apologize if you're only here to see me pantsless, but there's a clause, however, that if Nathan, me, and Jason are in the same place once more, the bet will be on again, and I probably will be pantsed 10 times over. So I better not go commando that day. That would be a disaster.
Someone just asked, when is the wedding? It's right now. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. It's going to be great. And Thriller's playing.
Where is Jason? Is he getting ready? Actually, he's
right
back
there.
there taking pictures.
We should move to the side so they can see.
Yeah.
Jason and his lovely bride, Lynette, are all together taking pictures with their loved ones and family members. That
Says hello.
we were hopefully. Oh, who's that?
Yeah.
Puffing down the tracks. It's Geek Machine. It's Joel Hunter, the many voices of Joel.
Hello, YouTube viewers.
So if you're a Thomas YouTuber or someone watches the Thomas Creator Collective, you know Joel supplies voices for many a series, fan series, or Mattel-sponsored entity. And he's been able to spend some time with me and Jason over the past few days, and it's been great. Joel, do you want to talk about the past few days? Have a seat, by the way.
Where do you want me to sit exactly?
Sit over there.
All right.
I'll move it so it's more even. All right, Joel, take us away.
All right, so first day when we came in was yesterday, right?
It was yesterday.
Yeah. Met over at the hotel, the Hampton, and we just basically drove around a little bit to see if we could find some places to film, and we found a spot by an elementary school because of the chocolate milk box.
Yeah. So Utah is basically the island of Sodor, but Joel had an excellent eye when we were filming yesterday, and we went on a hill in front of an elementary school.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that's going to work, but then Joel had a great
Yeah,
idea.
basically, it was like at the curve of it, and I was like looking up at it, so you couldn't see the houses and the telephone poles. So we still caught a couple of them in a few shots, right?
I'm able to trim it and crop it so it'll all get out of there. But after a few takes, it's like we didn't even know there was an elementary school there, except for the discarded chocolate milk carton on the ground.
We should have taken a picture of that.
That would have been a great behind the scenes. Oh man.
Yeah. And I also gave Matt here a present of Dustin from Dustin Comes In First book set and a customized face.
I didn't bring it with me, but Joel made. So I'm probably going to ask you a favor within the next week. But it was a really nice gift, and it was a gift to meet Joel and Jason and his family all throughout here. Are people eating?
What?
Yeah, they're eating.
People are. A man's got to eat.
Yeah.
A defeat Cookie Monster. And yeah, every time good time to eat. Yeah.
And then after yesterday, we then came here to help set up. And today we went to Promontory, and we saw a reenactment of the hammering of the Golden Spike when the Union Pacific and the Central, what was it? Central Pacific?
Yeah, Central Pacific. It was CPRR.
Yes, Central Pacific Railroad met in Promontory 149 years ago. And next year is 150 years, and I'm definitely going to be going there for that.
Oh, guys, guess who's back? Guys, it's Courtney.
Complaining about lag.
Lag.
Oh, the lag's really bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Let us know if we stop lagging, because we're going to try to keep the show going somehow. Oh, it is lagging really bad.
Like the sound?
Why are they playing freaking Gangnam Style at a
We
wedding?
can hear, you guys can hear that.
Yes, it is the ambience of this
Wow.
party. I've been kind of dancing to it this whole time.
And it's raining on us, so that's cool.
Sprinkles.
Oh, we're good. Yeah, I think it's stuff lagging.
Got it?
All right,
I
that's
think the
good.
weather may have something to do with it.
Yeah, we were expecting scorching sun, but it's very cloudy up there.
Because there's going to be a storm passing through tomorrow, unfortunately.
Well, I think I'm going to hit it because it's kind of picking up.
Courtney, where are the props?
Right here.
Oh, Courtney brought props.
They're not Lincoln Log props.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
But wait.
No,
we have to
I won't pull it out
continue.
yet.
We have to save them for a specific purpose.
Well, it's just like trivia to see if they can name it.
Of course
Oh,
they can name it.
get
They're all
it?
here for
Okay.
a reason.
Yeah.
So
Sorry. Hello.
So anyway,
Yes,
Courtney's gone again.
so today we went
So,
to Promontory,
thank you.
saw a reenactment of the Golden Spike, and got a few souvenirs, and then
Jason was too busy, by the way. He was getting prepared to being a
Yeah.
wedded man, so Joel and I had some
Thank you so
downtime.
much.
and then I brought him back in time for that, and I just pretty much did
Have fun
whatever I was
camping.
doing and came here, and now I'm entertaining you people.
So Nathaniel, do you have an interesting or funny Jason story that you can pull out for us?
I'd have to have a few minutes to think.
And when you think about it, just interrupt either.
Well, we're
of us.
live streaming
And
on
just
Jason.
take-
I do have one little thing.
Oh, you have a story?
I got
When I was
video.
invited up here last year to help out,
But I should get back.
we got a lot of conflict going around here.
Oh man, I hope I'm not allergic.
Well, my brother and my dad, one of my brothers and my dad are, so
All right,
good thing
sounds
we
good.
have here. Anyway, last year, I was brought up here to help film for the Superstation.
Oh.
Yeah, and I brought 4 Trackmaster engines up here as a gift because when we found out that we lived near each other, he's like, "Hey, want to come up?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I was like, "Shoot, what should I bring him?" And then I, at the time, was Steelworks Thomas, Merlin, Hurricane, and there was still a Ryan and Jerome set. And the second I gave those to him, he lit up like a Christmas tree. But here was the build up to it. It was like when he was telling me certain things he disliked about it. I was like, well, you probably won't like what I've got for you then. And I told him, and he's like, you didn't have to do that.
It was really cool.
I know, and I said, hey, that's the least I can do.
Didn't you help him film the streamlining remake as well?
Yes, I did. And in fact, I was the one who spanned the windmill. Because he was having trouble trying to he was getting from the top, and I'm like, how about this way? And I went from the side, and I pulled up, and it went,
I remember that shot.
Dude,
Yeah.
this looks like snow.
This looks
I don't
like,
know if you can see all this cotton, but it
think-
looks really cool.
I think the Avengers are disintegrating
Guys,
behind us.
it's snowing. It looks so
I
cool.
haven't watched the movie, man.
wait,
Spoiler alert. Oh, man. I'm going to die.
ugh. That wind must have done it.
Yeah.
So, Courtney, do you have a humorous anecdote about Lynette or Jason?
Don't eat it.
Ooh, I don't know.
He is a very sensible fellow.
He is. Jason, okay, well, Jason and me met, we had band class in high school, and that's where we met. And our band teacher, he's actually going to be here as a live band, so he's hang tight. He's
Readers
going to come
coming
over.
here?
Readers coming. But Jason was like biggest pain in the butt for our teacher. He was like always on one. So there's this embarrassing moment that he in our band class was always in trouble.
And Jason
Yeah.
was an Eagle Scout, valedictorian, I believe, of his high school.
Yeah, and he
couldn't
totally
do
does not
that.
seem like it. Like in band class, he was a total noob. But anyways,
Oh, geez. I am sorry for the Infinity War spoilers.
What?
I
What
won't tell you who
spoiler?
Bert turned to ash.
Wait, whoa. I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen Infinity War yet.
Did I say turned to
I
ash?
think you
I
did.
meant made a great,
got some cash.
got some cash. Yeah.
Somebody gets cash.
Someone becomes rather wealthy and makes a new super suit. Anyway, Nathaniel, how are those comments coming in? Are people asking any questions? Or
Is this the reception?
this is the
Sure is.
reception. Jason and Lynette are already married. This is the celebration.
Can they
afterwards.
see him? Should we move the camera so they can see him?
Yeah, let's
They
get down.
They said they can't see into the crowd. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh yeah.
they're over there.
What do I point? Oh, right there.
There we go.
I can't do it.
There's all kinds of pictures and things going on. I wonder if they'll wave if I just keep waving at them. Oh, we got a wave! Everyone's having a good
What did Jason and Courtney play?
So I played the flute and he played the trumpet. So he was that obnoxious trumpet in the back. And granted, I was kind of troublemaker in that class too, but I was on the front row, right in front of the conductors, so I was gone. But Jason in the back row.
Oh, you're the showman.
So, comments coming through. Nathaniel, do you have any Jason stories coming to your head?
No. We just talked about deep stuff.
Care to share? No!
Let me guess. Deep dish pizza.
Oh, he just
deep
tells-
end.
He just tells me his host stories.
Okay. I have a good deep story with Jason's story. So Jason and I were at a wedding in Michigan together. This time last year with Upside Now, Nathan. And Nathan wasn't there the first night. It was just me and Jason. So we were just telling like personal stories on the hotel beds back and forth. And he told me the story of where his first kiss was in excruciating detail. I knew the details so much when we drove past where his first kiss was without me seeing a picture. I'm like, Jason, that's where your first kiss was. And he's like, how did you know that? And I'm like, the staircase, the tower, everything. I see it all. He's like, how did you know?
That's horrible.
So I was surprised he didn't need this week. And I told him where mine was too, and it wasn't nearly as cool as like the. It was basically town hall, I believe. It had like a golden steeple, I believe, and it was pretty formal.
Dang, mine was on a couch.
Oh my goodness. That's one of my funny Jason stories. Another thing that happened was Jason and I didn't take the same flight. So he took a bus to Grand Rapids Airport instead of Detroit Airport like I did. But he didn't get off at the right stop. So So we took a 12-hour bus trip to Chicago instead, all the way past where he was supposed to get off. So we had to stay up all night trying to figure out how to get back. And then Nathan woke up early, drove as far as he could, got on to Grand Rapids, and then Jason got to Newark where I was. We met up with Chase, Thomas Wooden Railway, and then they stayed at my house for about 5 to 6 days.
I think I remember you posting that on Facebook, or both for one of you two.
I felt so bad because I was the one who sent him off, so I thought I put him on the wrong bus. But he had just kind of missed the stop, and I felt so bad about that because we just thought it was like a one-stop thing. But there was quite a few stops to get to Chicago.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
So he had to stay up. I would have been petrified, but I'm really glad that he came back because if he didn't, all this stuff wouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Chicago.
He would
Close
still
call.
be there. I'm sorry. So what was your name?
Joel.
Joel.
I'm known as Geek Machine here on YouTube. Yeah, but I changed that to be Joel Geek Machine. I think that's they said they want when I was talking with some professionals, they said I should change my name a little bit, but I retained that my username and that's how some people know who I am. And I'm still sometimes credited as such.
Matt, what was your first kiss?
Oh, milk tanker. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
I have to play it in my head to make sure I don't give any unwanted details. So there was, this is a two-part story.
Oh no.
Okay. So when I was in 8th grade, I went on a student ambassador trip to Alaska with a group of students and teachers. And there was this girl I really liked. And it seemed like things were going well. But then she sort of fell for another guy. And she had to like tell me that. This is 8th grade. It's very melodramatic and dramatic. And she was like telling me like, I'm sorry, like I kind of like this other guy, but you're okay too, I guess. And I'm like, thank you, I appreciate that. And when I walked her to her elevator so she could go back to her dorm room when we were staying, I kissed her on the cheek and booked it as far as I could run. And then I hid under a bed for about 4 hours screaming, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Because your first kiss is one of the biggest adrenaline kicks, no matter how underwhelming it is. So I was like on adrenaline for a while. And then 4 years later, I was a senior in high school. And I think we just liked each other's picture on Facebook and started talking to each other again. And then we hung out for a day, and it was basically, I went to a boarding school, and it was one of those days where we had an away game, and most of the school was gone. So I was like kind of hanging out with her at my high school, because she didn't go to my school. And then we went to the outdoor theater at my high school, and there was like this long cascade of seats, and there was an outdoor stage and walls, and there was a light. I'm not making this up. There was a light drizzle. It was nighttime, and I pull out the iPhone and I play Beautiful Mess by Jason Mraz, and we start slow dancing in the slow mist of a rain in this outdoor theater center stage. And then we kissed for reals. This wasn't no cheek action. There was, lips made contact, and it was crazy. So she was my first peck and my first kiss, and there was a 4-year gap, and that was way too much information. And I am going to regret telling the Thomas world this, but it feels good to get it off my chest. So there you go. You got it. But now other people have to start spilling their guts.
Sounds like a really romantic first kiss. God, I'm not gonna lie.
Go big or go home.
Oh man.
Hey, Lexi.
Hey, Lexi.
Lexi, do you want to be interviewed?
Everybody here, some
just
friends
say
of
hello.
ours. Just come say hi real quick.
Yeah, come on, sit down.
No, we're not sitting down.
You should sit down. Stay a
Hello,
while.
this is Maddie. No, we're gonna go get rolls. And Lexi.
Oh,
Hi. We'll bring you one back. Where's Beyonce?
Beyonce.
And here's Beyonce of Lexi.
Not me.
of Lexi.
Just photographer here
Yes.
with Lexi. We're gonna go get some rolls. So peace out, homies.
Good. How you doing, buddy? Would you like to
So Maddie used to work with me and Jason. We used to work at a restaurant together. So does Lexi. But Lexi also knows Lynette and Jason from school. So she's actually bridesmaid with Lynette. I don't really know Lynette that well. But that's how we know them. Then Lexi's getting married soon. So that's pretty cool. But our host is left.
Yeah. We don't have anything to talk about now.
Please shoot us more comments. I actually have questions for the interview.
Let me read them.
But if you have questions or comments, please help us out.
Oh, someone's jealous that I'm getting a roll.
That you're getting a role?
Yeah, buddy. Matt, do you happen to know what Jason's least favorite engine is?
Let's see.
He told me this last
I know Thomas Wooden Railway's least favorite engine is Emily, but Jason's harder to pinpoint because when he makes his series, he's very pure. He'll only say, like, I only use the characters from seasons 1 to 5. And I'm like, okay, that's narrowing it down a lot. But I'm going to take a wild guess and say
You
that
keep stalking me.
Carly is his
You're
least favorite
following me everywhere.
Carly?
We're on live YouTube here.
Who are you on live with?
Hello.
Say hello to the internet. There's
The
that.
internet. Oh, hello. It's beautiful here. We're getting some white sprinkles. Who's this going to? Family members in California?
This is
It's
live
going-
stream. It's live.
Anyone that decides to click on this YouTube video.
87 people that watch Jason's YouTube videos are
Fantastic.
So how do you know Jason?
Jace,
Or Lynette?
I have grown up with the Hadfields in my life the entire time. Ben and Jeff. Jeff is younger than me, so we did some stuff together. So I've just naturally transitioned in and met the rest of them. And I'll be here for Jason and for Lynette.
Yeah.
And this is my friend Courtney. She doesn't talk to me anymore unless I talk to her
Oh.
first.
Okay, I moved, so that's why. But
Since she goes to the Dominican Republic every other month, she thinks she's better than the rest of us.
I'm sorry that I like the Caribbean weather, but I gotta go back. But I do miss this place.
Yeah. She's a wonderful woman, and she takes care of people with their teeth and all that stuff. If you got bad teeth, come to her.
I'm the
She'll
best.
help you with the dental office, the rural dental office. Yeah.
All that stuff.
This is how you brush your teeth. Oh, here's a brush. This would be nice. You have to go through and do all that good stuff. You have to go through and do a lot of training, a lot of teaching, things that you should. Well, great. Well, I've taken enough of your time. See ya.
Well, thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Stop stalking me, girly girl. You're just at all the happy places.
Oh,
I wish I would. I didn't know that there was a dinner and all that involved. We went down to the
Ooh, these are really
she was
Are you? I am good. You're fine.
Golden Corral. She was,
Can I have a bite of yours, though?
No. My wall.
Everybody, my brother.
Is that your brother, Courtney?
Yeah, you can take him away.
Nathaniel? Cool. Are you older or younger?
Younger.
I was asking, you look very young, and he looks young too, but I wanted to make sure I got it right.
He's definitely younger. Almost
But I
by a
act
decade.
older.
I think that Courtney acts a little older.
Thank you. Thank you.
But you look pretty responsible too. Have you served a mission yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Soon, though.
Soon. Fantastic. I hope you go to Argentina. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. You'll wear stuff like blue.
All right, so how is the chat going?
Wait, are Courtney and Nathaniel siblings? Yes, we are.
We are.
They are. And she can't have my role.
That's not very nice.
It's not very nice, but so is our relationship.
Matt has the high ground.
For once, if I'm standing next to Jason, that is not the case.
Matt should get married next.
All right, I'll work on it. If you like it, you should put a ring on it. That was an uncomfortable wink. Okay. So we could find more interviewees.
How's the weather in Utah? It's a bit drizzly, but it's nice.
There's clouds right now.
There's definitely clouds.
And you guys just saw a little bit ago, Breeze just brought in a whole bunch of cottonwood. I think tomorrow there's supposed to be rain.
I think there is supposed to be rain just when I'm flying out, which is fantastic, but we've been through worse, so we can do all that.
Oh, last week was just terrible.
That's where I live.
When is Jason coming out?
Jason should, but I believe they're still taking photos with family members. in that arch of flowers and goodness over there. So they'll be here. But in the meantime, it will be us for the time being. So we do have some trivia and like a checklist here we can do some things with. So let's see. Should we do trivia? Should we do, let's see. What should we do?
I don't know. I've never done one.
Whatever's juicy.
Well, there's embarrassing blackmails on here, and you haven't really shared a Jason story yet.
I don't have anything to blackmail Jason with.
Is he like a mentor?
He can be. I mean, not necessarily, but
Has he blackmailed you?
no, but he makes fun of me.
Why does he make fun of you?
Here we go. Okay.
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So
And there
a few
was-
weeks ago, he posted about his wedding. So I comment on his Instagram post. I'm like, I'm getting married too, you know, for a joke. And then he says something so blasphemous. He said, I hope you're not referring to the goat in your backyard. And so that kind of flustered me a little bit.
Oh, boy.
And then I let him have it.
So are you Jason's friend or are you Jason's rival?
Both.
Both? It's a complicated relationship to maintain.
Yeah, it's hard.
You want to like do a prank on him or something?
Pull down his pants.
We could pants Jason at his own wedding.
Let's push him into the pond right
Not
there.
the koi pond.
There's a
Not
koi
the
pond
koi
over there.
pond.
They're pretty big, and they apparently are 70 years old, or can live to be 70.
I think they said the ones in there are like over 20 years old.
Oh.
Over 20?
I had a thought when I
Yeah,
lost
more
it.
cottonwood coming.
Oh. More cottonwood? No. Okay. Any comments coming through? Q&A stuff? We can keep the Q&A going. Not on my watch. All right. Any questions?
How did you join the TCC, and is the TCC over?
The TCC is not over. It should be starting up again in June, from what I have heard. And the way I joined the TCC was I got an email on September 1st or August 26th, September 2015, from the executive producer, and he had already talked to Brendan Race 10, Caleb Train, and the Train Modeler, and he wanted to make this big episode of fan content on the official channel, and I agreed and did several years work with the TCC from there. And Joel, I believe your first appearance was Gordon's Grand Adventure, right?
Not really. It was in the bonus scenes of Secrets of the Stolen Crown as D261. And that was just after I had asked, he's like, is there going to be any more of this? And he's like, I'm not entirely sure. And then like a few days later, you're like, hey, we need you on this. We have a character. It's D261. It's just one line, but we need it. Can you do it? I'm like, I'm there. And as many of you know, if you look back at that video and like Return of Diesel, the voices are very different.
Oh, very different.
Yeah.
But at that time,
Joel, Mad Girls 3761 says hi.
Hey, Mads! How you doing?
at the time with the TCC, we were really going from series to series. So it was only Stolen Crown, and we didn't know if there'd be another. And then it was only Snowstorm, and we didn't know if there'd be another. And there was a little bit of a gap, then Gordon's Grand Adventure, and by the time of Philip's Bumpy Branch Line, we had gotten, I think, a half-year contract of every week, no matter what the holiday, it was going. And ever since, I think Jason joined in Gordon's Grand Adventure.
Yeah.
His debut was the Crocom's Gate set at the end of Spencer and Gordon's race, and he became a very prominent member up to the Superstation series ever since.
And I actually helped on one of those Superstation episodes. It was the first one. I helped set up the Crocom's Gate set.
Oh,
yeah.
The Crocom's Gate set is a staple because of Jason's styrofoam buildings. They're very cool.
Yeah, I got to see all of that, his setup at the time. It was really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. The styrofoam buildings, the detail, the space he puts in, the backdrops, great lighting too.
Yeah.
So one thing I forgot to do was make moderators, and I'm sorry to the people we promised could be moderators. I'm going to see if I can figure that out. But do you guys want to keep answering questions while I see if I can add moderators?
I think I saw something.
I'm happy you're right.
One Thomas fan. Oh yeah. Matt was just telling me about you, One Thomas fan 99, and yeah, I'm glad to pitch whatever I can at you. Maybe we should talk sometime.
Yeah, One Thomas fan 99. Talk to Joel. He writes a lot of great scripts and can do so many different voices.
I've got a ton of ideas, really a ton of them, and I'm currently working on a few right now.
I could go for some ice cream.
I could go for some food right now too.
How was the food at the wedding? I haven't had any yet.
All you've had is a roll.
Yeah, I've had a roll, and that was pretty good.
The roll's pretty
Really
good.
dense.
And I noticed that everybody has been, before the food started, they were just going for the ice cream first. I noticed a lot of people doing that. And of course that is very important part of it. Life is short. Eat dessert first.
You don't have time for main courses.
Exactly.
It is not loading, and cotton flew in my eye. Oh, would you guys like to be interviewed?
Sure.
All right, so I think we're going to need 2 people to stand up and 1 person to interview.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Wait, what are we doing?
Courtney, would you like to do the interview?
So I think we're either
All right. Oh, guys, both of you get up. Courtney's going to do the
booey.
first interview.
You're booted.
Ah.
All right.
Here's my paper.
Sweet.
Come and sit. Everybody say hi to the camera.
This is weird.
Yeah, this is a little strange.
Okay, well, introduce yourselves and say how you know Jason or the night.
Okay.
All right. My name is Hunter Meredith. I met Jason in, I believe it was in intermediate school, like middle school-ish, and ran cross country with him and stuff, and worked with him in New City.
My name is Bryn Monson. I met Jason in 4th grade. We've been best friends ever since. So, lots of adventures, good times.
Okay, we have some questions for us.
Yes, that was question number 1 on the list. Question number 2. Let's see here. Pop quiz. I actually don't know this answer. How did they meet? How did Jason and
In singles ward.
singles were?
I didn't actually know that.
I knew that. They met in the singles ward.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Is there like a cool story behind it, or they just
I
met and
know.
talked?
I'm pretty sure he like saw her at like family meeting, and then just like went over and started talking to her, and the rest was history. At least that's what he told me. I mean, like Jason's really vague when he asks things, so
And then sometimes he's like really specific. on
Yeah,
stuff. You can
yeah.
never really tell.
yeah.
Fair enough.
So
I don't know. All I know is that they met and dated for a freaking long time, and then he never met her parents until like just barely, like when he proposed to her. Yeah, they were dating for like 2 full
well,
years.
they met
before
for
he
like
their
2
parents.
years. I knew that because I was always like, "Are you gonna freaking put a ring on it or what?"
Yeah, because they live in California, right?
Yeah.
And so they were always on trips, or he was always on trips, or like he was working in the like kitchen office building or whatever. And so he couldn't really just pick up and go to California. And then when he was done, they were like going somewhere. I don't know. I just know they never met until he proposed. So
Cool. Well, I'm trying to get the live stream so I can get the questions that they're asking. But take a question on here and just answer it. Oh, my notes. Look, see, look, you guys.
oh, would you look at that? Wedding and train puns. Ooh, I have a great train pun.
You do?
Yeah,
Perfect.
kind of.
Train pun?
Yeah.
Oh, like
Jason.
gotcha.
I don't know if Jason was here, but it was in our English class or something. I have no idea who was in that class. Anyways, it was Jared Shakespeare, and we were talking about a kid who every time he would be good at the store, his mom would buy him a toy train. And so then Jared was like, I guess you could say that she trained him.
Oh my.
That is a legendary pun.
That
Jared
is a
and
good
I.
pun.
Matt,
Good pun.
were you back there?
Train puns and
No,
train
I
jokes?
wasn't back there.
Oh, come on. That's
Well, the comments
too many
say
train
otherwise.
jokes.
I was not. They're making that up.
Hopping trains for
I wasn't
money.
anywhere.
Oh my god.
What?
I have no idea what's going on. Embarrassing black man.
That's the theme song.
How does the theme song go? Do, 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 do.
They say
What
bad
the-
pun, you should be ashamed.
I should be. It wasn't me who made it up. It was my friend. I'm just retelling it.
Well, you should be ashamed about it, apparently.
That is hilarious. Let's see. Yeah, no. I know the Thomas the Train theme song. I think I watched Thomas the Train when I was a kid.
Okay, how does the
I've
train
never
go?
seen Thomas the Train.
I think
What?
the theme song goes do
Oh,
do
you've been
do do
deprived.
do do do. Is that the song I'm
Do,
thinking
do,
of?
do, do, do,
Yeah.
na, na, na,
Yeah.
na, na.
There we go.
Yeah, I remember
Na, na,
because there's a video on YouTube of a bunch of goths like raving underneath the bridge or something, and then somebody put over Thomas the Train music over it.
Really?
I don't know. Anyways, it's also in a bunch of lines, but anyways. So, are we directing this? Am I directing this?
You can direct it.
Guys, don't
Excellent.
say Thomas the Train. It's Thomas the Train.
Thomas the Train.
So
Oh,
some
dang.
people are sticklers
Yeah,
for that. So you say
some
Thomas the
people
Train, you
don't
get
like
triggered people across the internet.
Thomas the Train. My bad.
Thomas the Train.
Yeah.
What? All right, so I'm gonna have to retell this story, but I made a wager about a Thomas episode last year where if they did a certain thing, I would get pants at Jason's wedding. And now all those requirements were met. The person who was supposed to pants me could not make it to the wedding. So there is a clause. When Jason, Nathan, and I converge in the same location, the pantsing will occur. But right now, you are not seeing any of that today. None of that. But now I think I made you enemies because now you guys know about it. So you can take the power in your own hands if you really want to.
You heard it here first, folks. Matt's hind end will not be on display on YouTube.
Sorry to deprive you of the honor.
Name the creator of Tom. Oh,
Another question about the band. So the band is actually our band teacher, Mr. Reader. He's playing the sax over there.
Oh yeah, of course.
it totally is.
We were actually talking about this before. But Mr. Austin, saxophone, he said that he's going to come and talk to us after the play. So hang tight for more embarrassing stories.
Okay.
That's awesome. Were you guys in there? You just knew us.
Yeah. This creator is.
So one time Jason and I toilet paper his car and we're all over his window. And so like in the middle of the night, apparently he like texted Jason and was like, maybe your dad's car watching right now.
Oh my gosh.
So this usually that happens. Jason would be like, Brittany, do you need to get? Be like, no. And he'd be like, all right, I'll give you for 10 minutes. I'd be like, okay, whatever. So then like we drive around, and he always had like toilet paper in his truck. And he'd be like, all right, so we're just gonna have toilet paper someone. But I never like toilet paper because it makes me feel guilty. So I was always the lookout on Jason toilet paper. So that's usually what happens.
Yeah, no, Jason. I remember going over to Jason's house for like night games and stuff, and somehow, inevitably, night games would always turn into some kind
Toilet paper.
of, some kind of
Like,
adolescent mischief.
yeah. Like one time they hit me in Brandon's green room.
Yeah.
They literally threw me in the back, like feedback me.
Yeah.
Threw me in Brandon's trunk.
I remember
What?
actually. Yeah, they would do that all the time. Just
God, I was never doing that.
when you would
For a while, and I was like, can you let me out now? Like, sure.
Just like banging on the ceiling.
name 5 Thomas friends.
Oh, can you do that?
I cannot.
What? Give me that.
Thomas.
Oh, how about you name the ones in that barrel?
Okay, all right.
We like Carrie. Not Carrie.
Harry and the Platypus is not
I
a Thomas.
actually know some of these. Okay, do you know who this is?
Ed,
Wait, can they see this?
is it Ed something? Jason? No, they were all
You know, I know.
Percy. Okay. Percy. There's like Edwin or Edward on some Ed.
That's right.
Edward.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
What is
Thomas,
that one?
Edward, Thomas,
This
Percy,
is
Edward.
Percy. Don't look. Okay, here's another one.
Whoa.
That
Okay.
one's Gordon. That one
Yeah.
has to be Gordon.
Dang it.
You know, Nathaniel is actually a pretty big Thomas
Tank Engine.
Connoisseur.
Powell in the days. We have like six Thomas videos in our basement right now.
Really?
He still has them. And he still has a whole bunch of stuff for his kids.
And is there a yellow one? There's a guy who's like a crane.
No,
Oh.
I have this one.
Oh, don't tell me. That one is.
Okay, I remember this one.
This is Steven.
No.
Steven the Reddit. Okay,
Let's
stop
see if any of the commentators can get it.
What's the song?
Yes.
James. It's James.
Philip. Yes, it is James.
James.
Yes, they got it. I'm surprised you guys can see it. It's kind of far away.
Yeah. Now, which one is? That's Thomas. Thomas. We have cool. There's also this one.
Yeah, that one.
This one is.
Don't look at the bottom.
I'm looking at the face. I'm trying to look at what.
It's not a train. I'm going to give you that only hint.
Nobody's getting it.
But he's the most sinister of Thomas characters.
Yeah, I can tell by his face.
He is.
See,
Yeah, he is the antagonist.
yeah.
You don't want to meet him in a back alley. I'll tell you what.
Getting it. You
Diesel.
got it again.
Diesel. That's his
10.
name.
Diesel is his
I don't
name.
know if
Diesel
it's
10.
It's not.
He even got the number.
Wow, dang.
Perfect.
Diesel 10 looks like he should be a Bond villain.
He I've seen one video and it's like he takes this and clamps trains. He uses this to
That's
hurt
dark.
people. Yeah.
No, there's a
From the
live
TV show.
action movie with Diesel, and it's really scary.
Wow, that would mess me up, actually.
And Peter Fonda, Mara Wilson, and Alec Baldwin are in that movie.
You gotta
Oh,
be
yeah.
kidding me.
Yeah, look
I
up.
The last thing I saw, most recent thing I've seen of Thomas the Tank Engine, is the Vine where Harry Potter and Ron are on the train, and then I can't remember exactly what happens, but they're in the flying car, and they're flying above the train tracks, and you know how the train appears from behind them. They turn around, they're like, "What is that?" And they turn around, and it's Thomas, and the Thomas, the theme song plays really loud and sinister. Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Anyways, back to this thing. Fast pass for kids.
Yeah, so you win a trivia and then I'll give you a fast pass ticket to the front of the line to get kids.
Did I win a trivia for knowing Stephen the Riddick?
They make fun of you for that, I would have you know.
I should hope
You
they,
can come and read these comments again.
I should hope that
There's trains inside. There's trains in there? Yes.
firstborn son named Thomas. Oh yeah, definitely.
You want to name your first
No,
son?
Jason.
Oh, yes. He will name his
Or Mattel should name their next train Jason.
Yeah!
I like that idea.
There we go.
Let's see what else.
Okay, I have Thomas.
Please do.
We don't know any Thomas.
I'm gonna.
What is this is the easy one. What is the name of the island where the series takes place?
Sodor.
Yes!
Gosh dang it! I had
This is
no
bad.
idea. I had no idea.
Sodor.
So
What is Duck's real name? Oliver, Montage, Gerald, Victor.
Montag? I don't know. I have no idea.
Keep this one. Oliver, Montage, Gerald, Victor.
I'm going for all of them.
Gerald. It's Montage.
Come on, like from Fahrenheit 451. Is it Montague or Montague?
That's how you pronounce it.
Montague. I have no idea.
I also know that.
Next.
Daniel is the best. No. Somebody said he's the best. It's Montague. Montague. Montague.
Montag, like Fahrenheit 451.
Yes.
Like Guy Montag.
Thank you, Vincent 22.
Okay. Want another question?
Yes.
Seven.
I want a fast pass to Kitty.
How many have you answered correctly?
5,000.
Well, that means I've got
As soon as
zero.
you get-
That means I've got zero cake fast passes. So keep rolling.
Okay. The series is originally based on a book series named The Railway Series by the Reverend Wilbur Hodge.
True. I'd say true.
It is true.
Woo!
That
That is a cake fast pass. What?
Okay, I get it.
Well, I said it first.
What? Who works at the seaports? Dash and Dash? Dylan Ben, Victor and Kevin, and Donald and Douglas. And
Donald Douglas.
Donald and Douglas. Victor and Ken. How about I do the
Hold up, I need to ask a question to the viewers. Is there a train that's actually a crane, like in like the train yard or something?
There is
Talon's watch?
Harvey. It's like a breakdown.
Yeah, there is a breakdown train.
Yeah, so in James' first episode, he crashes and Thomas gets the crane to fix it. And then later on, there's actually a crane with a face named Rocky, who's like big and red. So, there's a few cranes actually.
See, I would have picked him as like,
They say they say Harvey the Great Engine.
Harvey the Crane.
Yep. Harvey, self-propelled.
So, is he related to Steve Harvey at all?
Is he related to Steve Harvey?
I'm gonna get paid for that immediately.
Oh, your songs are awesome, by the way. Thank you. You have to find a way to show the audience your songs?
Kind of.
Well, actually, let me help you. All right, so.
All right, my socks are the famous painting, The Scream.
No. There's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
So,
My socks are the famous painting, The Scream.
oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty sick.
Yo. Yeah. So, that was very awkward. My socks are showing there,
I just want to put you on the spot.
that's okay.
It was a very forward thing of me to do. I apologize.
Show your socks. Right now. Socks, boy. Okay.
Thank you very much, spoiler.
Yes, it was fantastic. Where are the guys getting the questions from? I got them on Pinterest. And I found like a Thomas the Tank Engine.
Plagiarism.
She cited her sources just now.
I did. Was it an MLA? Yes, and then I found a Thomas the Tank Engine quiz online.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Did I? That's what I meant to say. I apologize.
We have officially created a spin-off series called Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank
Thomas the Tank Engine. This needs to become
Where is Jason?
Jason is rubbing shoulders with.
He needs to get here.
Where is Jason? We need to interview the bride.
Jason
Excellent
left his
question.
own wedding.
Dude, I would
too,
do
yeah.
that. You think I'm gonna spend a single second greeting people at my reception?
Hello.
Honeymoon, here I come.
Enjoy the party I know.
No, scratch that. No, with her. That's the point. No, I might grab some food on my way out, and then. But
Just wear cardboard cutouts.
And like a voice, like a voice box for you. Yeah.
it is so nice to see you.
You could just Ferris Bueller.
It's been a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we kind of derailed our commentary there from Thomas.
We're here to talk about anything and everything. It's
We're
fine.
gonna embarrass Jason. It's fine.
Oh, if we're here to embarrass Jason. You said you have some good embarrassing
I don't
stories.
have, like, they're not really super embarrassing, they're super adventure stories.
Go for it.
Let's have an adventure.
Okay, so like I said, Jason and I always had adventures. But I think one of my favorite adventures was right before I left on my mission, Jason was like, okay, Bryn, I have the best idea. Because he was always close, right? So he was like, okay, Bryn, so in Promontory, there's only like 3 houses there. And there's like a newspaper article about like their daily lives, right? And so he's like, Bryn, we're going to use toilet paper so we can be in
The Promontory news.
Yeah. And I was like,
Gosh, again with the toilet paper.
I was like, Jason, this sounds like a horrible idea. And he was like, no, it's going to be great. And I was like, what happens if we get caught? Like, they call the cops. We're the only car driving back from Promontory. Like, I wonder who did it. Like, anyway, so we like drove all. It was like me and Jason, and then it was Brandon and Autumn, and then like some other guy I don't know. Yeah. And anyway, so we like throw Ollie out there, and like me and Autumn were like, we don't think this is a good idea. Like this is a bad idea. And Jason and Brandon were like, no, this is a great idea. So we like, drive Ollie out there. There's like cows everywhere, just like free roaming everywhere. And like so they get out of the car to like go. What's that word? Like no. Like recon.
Oh,
They get out. Yeah. So they get out to like recon. And we find this like sign that's like, you are on camera. And we were like, run! So we like jumped back in the car and like chased out. It was actually like, it would actually So there's another time that like, my other favorite memory was Jason's also like a trickster. So like, he was always in battle with someone. And so I was always on the good list. I never wanted to get involved with that because it was mean. So he does. So one night he took me and my friend. He took me to go to like Amigos house, and so then like next weekend, my house started in the rain. So our house was around for like 4 months. And like the next day when she won, I was like, hey, and she's like, why not your house? And I was like, why not? She's like, well, it's me and Jason. And I was like, well, why would you do that? And she was like, Jason told me that you toilet papered my house. And I was like, Jason toilet papered your house. Like, Jason just played us. So he had asked me to dance. So I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use my hands to dance and just like wreck his house. So we got together, like, me and like, there was like 2 of us. We like split up, like, we had like toilet paper, saran wrap.
I was there for that. Yes! I was totally there for that.
Trashed his house.
Yeah.
Yes, and then after he texted me, he's like, and he was like, first of all, this is awesome. Like, let's bring it together. Like, so legit. And he's like, who else is like, you can't get any of this back because you're going to answer the dance. And he was like, oh! Well,
you would have had to toilet paper a whole lot of houses. I know. Was like seriously 15.
I know. That's so legit.
Kind of angry.
Best.
Yeah.
That was a good day.
Holy cow. What other questions? Just you have right. Yeah, I don't know almost nothing about that other than sorry.
All right. Let's see here. How did the groom propose?
I actually don't know that.
How did this happen?
No.
Last of it. Look at that good dance.
Jason Hatfield.
Get over here.
We need to see you for just a moment.
First dance, I wanted. Yeah,
I know.
Say hi. Okay. Everyone's begging for you.
Here he is,
Here's the man of the hour.
I have to go do my first dance, so I gotta leave. But maybe they'll move the camera over so you guys can see it as well. So thanks for watching.
Everybody's blowing up.
Oh, really?
They're all like,
Awesome.
hello, Lynette.
Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, this is fantastic. I'm sure the comments are gonna blow up now.
Yeah.
Tell us the story. How
You guys got a lot of people coming in interviewing stuff. I think you guys.
So we met freshman year 2.5 years ago, and he thought I was cute. So he went around asking, about me, and then we've been dating ever since. So
did you catch me dancing?
There we go. What's the viewership like? Numbers?
We're got like 80 right now.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Dang.
All right, so the bride and groom, but we can. You guys want to migrate to this side so the audience they can watch them dance, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. Good. We're going to actually have the first dance.
so great.
We're just setting up, a little bit of an interlude here,
We will have the cake. So just want to make you aware of that. We'll go ahead and do that right now.
They're gonna cut the cake.
Cutting the cake. Oh, man.
That's what I think he just said. Jason Jack.
Gotcha. Trying to add another channel to this bad boy.
This place is banger. This is a banger.
And I was like,
Hello. I'm adding a few people to be moderators, but in the meantime, what is...
They said, Matt, stand in front of them awkwardly.
I can do that, you know.
Just stand there like this.
give the people what they want.
Yeah, so Courtney's keeping me in the loop on what you guys are saying, so this way I can add more people to be moderators without depriving you guys of some fun. So I'm adding...
They didn't say that. They didn't say that.
What did they say? What did they say? Did they actually say that?
No, he's just joking.
It's okay.
Wait, no, they really said to get out of the way.
Okay, so
They said, rap for us and screw it.
okay. Well, now we have to. The dance is starting, so we should probably get that going.
Yeah.
But now Mr. Hatfield in the
I thought you meant like in like a biblical sense of self-esteem. It's not a party until someone's on fire.
You're right.
Okay. I felt to thank you all for coming tonight to this special occasion. Thank you for being here. We're now going to have the parents dance, and that's going to dance with their father. And then I believe that Jamie's going to join in and dance with Jason. So.
One of this is the best. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to add JP LNER as a mod for the longest time, and I can't seem to find him, and I feel bad because when I search for him, I get in the way of the good stuff. So, who let the dogs out? Who? Can you guys get the puppy? I'm gonna ask permission. I think that would be a cool thing to do. Filter. I don't think I can add him. It's not like we need more mods. It's just I want to try to keep Jason's promise to people about being moderators, and I'm also trying not to get in the way. So I'll see if Milk Tanker Media wants to be a mod, because I can't find JP, and I'm very sorry about that. Okay. So.
Where is Watson? With the dog?
Lucy is the name of the dog here. Unfortunately, Watson could not attend the wedding, although he really wanted to. When Jason came to my house last year, he got a lock of Watson's hair to bring home for Lynette, and she was away on her mission. So instead of sending his own hair, he sent my dog's hair to Lynette, which is as romantic as it is creepy for me, but I respect him for it. What I love most of all is Watson will never know that someone holds his hair dear. Oh, man.
How about Trent?
Trent? Are we still on? Oh, we are still on, but I've been keeping the camera rolling on the event so they can kind of see what's going on. We can start talking again if we want to.
I was actually just going over here to see if yeah, do you want to answer comments and things? Sure. Let's talk a little closer. Yeah.
All right, so let's see comments coming through.
I'm going to be on the other side, so that way everybody can at least get a view.
Okay, so we'll move it like that. Yeah, I think that should be good.
I already knew that.
Sweet. So we're still keeping this going. I'm going to move away from the screen that we can see and see if we can answer some questions here. All right.
Why didn't he send you hair, Matt?
Well, I'm sure Lynette would have been flattered, but Watson is the embodiment of joy and gold and love, and it's just something that I could not compare to. He is a beautiful creature.
And one Thomas fan 99 asks, how tall is Jason? I want to say he's over 6 feet.
Yes, I heard one of his friends say he was 6'1", and that guy was taller than Jason. For the record, everyone says I'm really short, and I am really short, but when I stand next to Jason, it makes me look even shorter. So I'm not as freakishly short as Twitter likes to say. Oh my gosh. I wish Chase was here. I think he's still in Hawaii. Anyway, yeah, Jason is taller than Matt Ryatron. Thank you. How tall are his legs? I think Jason's legs are short, but his torso is very tall. Oh, Nathaniel's back. Let me see if I can get you guys all together.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. We're all here. Okay, so we're answering some comments now. How tall are his legs? All right, things haven't updated in a while, so we'll see.
Well, they're tall enough where he has trouble finding pants that fit. He's told me that.
One of my brothers has that same problem, and he's taller. He's like 6'3", I believe.
Oh, Joel, who's your favorite character to voice in the TCC?
That would have to be the the prima donna of the TCC.
They took that character and took it to a whole new dimension, really.
He really is my favorite one.
He's alive and well in our hearts.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to be interviewed?
No, thanks.
No? Well, people were talking about your dance moves earlier.
Dance moves?
You guys want to do some more dance moves for the background?
Yeah, you can always just do some.
All right, dance over there.
My mom might get pissed.
Keep dancing, boys.
Oh man.
Okay. Enterprising for president? I don't know. Maybe prime minister. Let's see. Let's see. Going through here. Oh, so do we have any preliminary opinions on Big World, Big Adventure?
Well, I'm primarily in the whole wait and see. I really want to give this a chance, unlike a lot of what I've seen lately from other people. But yes, it seems like a lot of people seem to forget that old adage: "Don't judge a book by its cover."
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, it seems everybody's forgotten that song.
Because if we did judge a book by its cover, we'd all think Terrence was terrible. But Terrence is, in fact, not terrible, and his wheels are not ugly. They're caterpillars.
And he is back.
And he's back. I will agree with that, and I believe the trailer is officially launching this Friday on the YouTube channel.
I think it's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
I think I read somewhere it was like on the 28th.
Oh, so
is today the 26th or 27th?
Oh, it's the 26th today, but
Monday. Yeah,
okay.
it's gonna. Yeah, I remember it's gonna be in a few days. I know it's coming soon.
because some people have seen it already, but that was because it was a fluke. It was on some website for shareholders, and people saw it.
Well, there was also on, I think, IMDb, Internet Movie Database.
Oh, probably was there too. But then as soon as people started finding it and downloading it, they took it all down. Oh man. Let's see. So let's see anything else coming through. People want some Thomas stuff now. Oh, so JP said if I click on his icon in the chat, I can add him to the channel. Oh, JP, comment on one of Jason's videos, and it'll be easier for me to grab you there.
Jason's playing. He's trumpeting. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Sidekick Jason on the trumpet doing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
I don't know.
I'm just catching up. Did you see if people caught the performance?
I think so.
I
don't know.
All right, so
I don't want to touch anything in case I break something.
Oh, you won't break anything. What I'm going to do is I feel so bad for JP. I've been trying to add him for the longest time, but he just commented on a video, so I will add him. So Courtney and Nathaniel should be back soon. We're just kind of taking shifts of things. The internet is pretty slow, though, so this has been pretty difficult. And one of Milk Tanker Media's videos has been playing this whole time.
Maybe that's why things have been kind of lagging.
That might be it. Yep. Yep, I think that was exactly it, because we were playing that the whole time. So let me go to...
Because that's sometimes what happens when I do that on my YouTube.
All right, we got JP.
On my computer.
There's so much to keep track of. There's actually 2 cameras running at the moment. And there's the live stream. And JP, I finally gonna add you. I'm so sorry, son.
Were they able to see this trumpet playing?
I don't know. Did you guys comment below if you guys were managed to catch Jason playing the trumpet?
Okay. Manage moderators. I'm sorry, can you check your phone if that's possible? I'm trying to manage it.
Yeah, somebody said, I think you mean the wedding has bad reception.
Oh!
I really appreciate that one.
I knew this would be
To quote the anchovies from SpongeBob. Wah, wah, wah.
They heard him.
They heard it?
Because I took a little video of it, so if somebody could if I could show them I don't know like that maybe. I don't know.
We're vlogging if you guys want to be interviewed.
No. My mom should know the answer.
Aww.
Oh, really?
No, but they're welcome.
But they were so good. Oh well. All right, so JP LNER is officially added to the moderators, so please subscribe to him because it's his birthday as well. Wish JP a happy birthday.
Oh, the cake.
Courtney, thank you for
Gotta go to that. I've got to go to that.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Cake is being cut. We're okay. We're okay, guys. We're okay. Got line there. Oh my goodness. We got this all set up. Oh my goodness. Wish JP a happy birthday. So JP's birthday is Jason and Lynette's anniversary. Now that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna go for the question. Right now they're cutting the cake, but I'll try to answer questions. It's been hard to keep track of the 3 cameras and everything going on, and I think I was standing in front of one of them, so that's a whole problem. So let's see this. There's a lot going on. Welcome, Turtles. Turtles was here. He said something about, I think, killing a dog or morbid like that. Please don't talk like that. Oh, Turtles and Thomas graduated today. So everyone wish Turtles and Thomas a happy graduation and a happy new year. Oh my gosh, I should put the Lego Robert Stewart minifigure in the wedding cake. That's a good idea.
What?
Mainline, you always ask that question. Let's see. Jesse, send your sample to Trent's Twitter post about looking for more Trackmaster shooters. I'm a reply to his message. Oh, well, that's got an announcement. It's talking. She's singing. Lynette's going to sing, guys, so everyone listen.
My loves come around. My lonely days are over. Life is like a song. Oh yeah. Skies above are blue. My heart was night I looked at you. That I could speak to, that I could call you. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Smile, and then the stars pass, and here we are again. For you are mine,
Yeah, Milk Tanker said that Lynette should join Audrey's Angels, and I think that's a good idea. Great performance. Trying to get the atmosphere of the wedding while also adding some commentary and things, but I'll try to answer some questions now. So, oh, another song coming up. So should we let them listen to the ambience for a bit? I think it's a good idea.
Do they want to see them eat the cake from my phone?
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Oh, that's a great idea. Can you play that?
Yeah.
So you guys weren't able to see them cut the cake or anything, but Courtney got it all on her phone. If you guys want to have it be dubbed onto a live stream from a phone.
We'll try this.
All right, let's give it a go. Because we couldn't move the cameras of the laptop. We're plugged in on an extension cord.
Okay.
All right, can you guys see? I hope you can. There they are.
That's smart to get the cover.
I heard you whispering.
What did I say?
I don't know. I thought you were whispering. It would have been they're already a power couple.
Gonna kill him if he does it.
But if she sang somewhere over the rainbow while the trumpet is, that would have been powerful.
That's the smart way to do it. How precious. How precious. Our band teacher, everyone. Oh yeah, that's Mr. Reader. He's gonna be on here soon, but he's our band teacher. And
at least 3 of Jason's are here at his wedding right now. I think his former 4th and 5th grade teacher and his band teacher attended the wedding.
Also his former boss. He's down there.
He's catering the ice cream.
He's catering the ice cream.
Oh, Jason's old job, Peach City, which is this fast food 50s themed place, is here, and they're doing the ice cream for the wedding.
Yep. And he's gonna come on. He told me that he would come here.
Oh, good.
So, hang tight. People are playing tag, and they're like tackling each other to the ground.
I'm pretty sure someone's gonna get thrown in the koi pod tonight, accidentally or on purpose.
They're going down.
They're going down.
Let me record. Oh, they're down.
Okay, so the cake looks nearly as good as the bride.
Oh.
Whoa. I mean, that's a
guys.
compliment, but that's a little intense. Let's tone it down a little. Okay. So how did the presentation go? So a day ago, Jason and I did a presentation for a 5th grade class. And it was mostly Jason's gig, but he let me tag on to the end, and he posted it on his channel. But the kids were really nice. In Utah, kids are more likely to answer the question if you raise your hand. It's not like the experience I had in New Jersey. I can't speak for every school in New Jersey, though, so please don't let me generalize. But it went very well. Thank you for asking. Play tag. The cake looks almost as good as you, Matt.
This is a good song.
I hope people start dancing to this song.
It's
up to us.
Brother. Yeah, I think somebody legit just asked for the song. I was about to go ask Reader too, like if you could play this. Perfect. I did this.
You guys want to do the What is Love head bob?
What's that?
You go, when it's like the meme of What is Love, and it's like Jim Carrey and like some other guy in a car just going like that. The moment's passed. Okay. Isaiah, I miss you as well. I wish you could be here. Oh my gosh. There's a Chick-fil-A in Utah, Isaiah. You would have loved to have been here.
Is there not Chick-fil-A in other places?
Well, not really in New Jersey. They're harder to come by.
Chick-fil-A is legit my most favoriteest restaurant of all restaurants.
Oh, Westy, Lynette and Jason loved your drawing, so you should be very proud of that. I helped the Little Western make a sketch of Lynette and Jason. I just helped him decide what he wanted to do with it, and he made this beautiful drawing. Westy, can you message me it on Twitter, and I'll show it on the live stream right now.
How's it going?
Oh, hey,
Jason! Oh my gosh! Dude, Talk about yourself. What's going on?
I just got married.
Oh.
Today you get to watch the dancing and all that stuff going on.
I showed him a video of the cake, not of the dancing. I took a video to like show him.
But we dispersed so they could hear it when that sang and you played.
Oh, nice. That's great. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. You guys been having fun over here? So much fun.
It's been a good time.
Yeah.
We're thinking about bringing Lucy over at one point.
Definitely need to.
Who should we ask to take her out?
It would be, so it's Lynette's cousin. She is though. Yeah, as I'm going around, I'll try and find her and direct her over this way so that she can. I think she'll be fine doing it.
I'm talking 5 minutes, maybe. Just like have her appear.
I know Lynette. We gotta ask her a few questions.
Yeah. You got it. She's so cute. Chandler's having too much fun with her right now.
Yeah, I keep my questions.
Hudson's the old one.
I asked Hudson if he could come over. I couldn't find him, but now he's out of it. I don't know where Hudson is. No, I couldn't find him. He has no missing.
They want to ask you some questions, okay?
Jason's brother.
Sit down and talk with
Here,
them
sit here.
just for 1 minute, okay? And I'm going to go around and visit with some other people, all right? Have fun. And I will see you guys later when I watch all of this at some point. Thanks so much.
So, Chandler, how are you feeling today?
Good.
Good? I heard you're a big Star Wars fan. Is that true?
Did you watch Solo?
Not yet.
Are you going to?
Yeah.
Are you a Lego fan by any chance?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars Lego fan?
I have a lot.
So when I visited the Hadfield's house, just like my house back in the day, they had the dining room table filled with Lego ships and things. And it was all stuff that Chandler and his brother Hudson had built. Oh, and Jeffrey too?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Attack of the Clones.
That's a good one. When Mace Windu comes in and says this party's over. That's the Oscar
And the
part.
clone parts. I like the movies.
Oh, the clones are. Do you like the? Have you seen the cartoons on Disney and Cartoon Network with the Clone Wars and Rebels?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Oh, so, who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Luke
grilling.
Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. That's a good one. Oh, we saw Solo the other night, actually.
We did.
Yeah.
We saw it. It was pretty good. I mean, I thought Rogue One was better.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Rogue One was just the last scene. Darth Vader that destroys
Many
everyone.
people would disagree with you.
Why?
That's just what I've been hearing.
I love Rogue One.
The beginning of Rogue One is a mess, but the third act on Scarif with the space battle and the battle on the beach, that part is so awesome.
And the fact that basically everyone dies is just like, that blew my mind. That was the last thing I ever expected.
So lots of twists and turns.
So, could you tell us one of the most embarrassing things about Jason?
And just remember, you're on the air. So maybe
Just say whatever you
maybe
want.
think of the third most embarrassing thing. So how about a funny story? Do you have a funny memory with Jason? No? Okay, so let's see. Do you have a memory with Jason, like going on a camping trip or something like that? Did you like Thomas growing up?
When I was younger.
When you were younger? Did you guys collect Trapmaster like Jason did? That's cool.
Do you think it's fair that Jason works with a bunch of Thomas for taking consent? You got fun of him for it?
Yeah, the crazy thing is there's 81 people watching that all love Thomas the Tank Engine. And they're all people like Jason and me. Oh my gosh.
Well, do you have any more questions, man?
Right. Chandler, we've been grilling you, I know, but is there anything else you'd like to say before you log off today? All right, well, thank you for joining us in this live stream. And please get some ice cream and bring us Lucy if you can. We want to interview Lucy at one point. See you, dude. So, and then there was two. This would be a good still, like the thumbnail, you know what I mean? I want to sync it up. All right, let's get this perfect sync. All right, you want to try to do something like this? All right, ready? So whenever you're ready.
Who's starting?
Oh, you should start. Oh wait, no, it goes to me, right? And then I'm gonna bring it back. So you start, and then I'll bring it back. No, okay. Right, ready?
Some might think you guys are bored.
Would you guys like to be interviewed?
No.
You sure?
Not just no, but
Okay, well we need to interview someone now, I think.
We gotta get Lucy.
All right, I'm gonna try to get somebody. I'm gonna make eye contact with someone.
Yes, trap them. This is really weird. Ask me some questions. I'll answer some.
good luck with that.
All right, I got somebody. I pulled someone in.
I've already been over here.
Yeah, all right. You're a good person to talk to.
Yeah, I'll have to join you.
I do not have a switch.
All right.
Although I wish I
I'm gonna
did.
get you all set up. There'll be another interview coming up.
Oh, people don't know who I am. I'm Nathaniel, by the way. I've been here for like the past 2.5 hours or so.
Hello, I've already been here. Gennard is giving somebody a hug. Good.
Oh, hug's good.
I'm about to do a live
This is a new person.
Ooh,
Start luck.
I'm excited.
Were you in school this year?
Yeah.
Are we gonna ask questions or something?
Well, see, Matt is just over there, so I
Chat
don't know.
idly?
Yeah, I guess we could just talk.
Well, if you're dusting,
Maybe we can ask people to ask me some questions.
I can understand now.
Okay, now is the time if anyone has any questions about anything in the entire world.
Graduated.
Hey,
So
we
far,
all
I
have
don't want to go
matching
back to
ties.
school. I just drove.
I promised I'd show Westy's drawing of Lynette and Jason, the sketch. Here it is, folks.
What the heck is that?
Someone sketched Jason and Lynette of Thomas Van.
That is awesome.
Carson, I wish I could help you find your shoes, but I don't know where they are.
All right. Stockton, who are you?
I'm Stockton. Jason's friends.
Do you have any funny stories from Jason?
Of Jason? I do.
Yeah.
I have a lot of funny stories from Jason. So, one time, Jason, he likes to play pranks on people. So,
I got a story after you.
okay.
I just one just came to mind.
So,
Can you guys hear us over this loud jazz?
Anyways, story. Stockton.
Yeah.
So Jason decided to pull a prank on someone. So what he did is he got some like petroleum jelly and he stuck it under the door handles and then saran wrap. And there was some random girl that like must never talked to. But somehow we knew where she lived. And then he like saran wrapped her car shut. And it was like at 5 in the morning. He picked me up at 5 a.m. in the middle of summer. We went. Yeah.
So one night, Jason invited me to do some pranks. We didn't even know what we were gonna do, and I thought of the idea of mashed potatoing someone's yard.
Okay.
You know what that is?
Yeah, kind of.
Potato pearls?
Yeah. So for any of you who don't know what that is, you get a bunch of instant mashed potatoes, and then you pour it on someone's lawn with their sprinklers, and then it just creates mashed potatoes in the middle of their lawn. And so we get like $6 of just like instant mashed potatoes. Then we go to one of my friend's house, and we just start pouring these flakes all over his arm. And I don't know what it looked like afterwards, and he never told us about it. So I don't know if it worked or not. But I think it worked. It only cost like $8 because those things are cheap.
Super cheap, yeah. I think one of the funnier stories of Jason is just like Jason's kind of attitude towards things. I remember in high school there was the parking lots, right? And so almost all of the parking lots are for students, except for the one that's right next to the school building, and that one was for teachers only. However, Jason would park in the teachers only parking lot, despite them frequently making announcements over the PA system, like, all students stop parking in the teacher parking, or else, like, we're gonna tow your car. And then Jason just kept parking in the teacher parking, like, he just didn't care.
That sounds like Jason.
That's funny. Yeah. Plus him constantly trading free car wash tickets for everything. Like, he gets free food in each city because he just trades free car washes and he's like, yeah, free car wash. It's like, all right, here's some free food.
Every once in a while, Jason will get me free food. Like yesterday when we were meeting with Matt, we just bought all of our dinner, and it was free because he gets free food.
Super nice. Dang it, Courtney needs to come back. Oh, look, City Berkeley.
This music is good.
Yeah, this is jamming.
Oh, it's stopped.
Courtney!
Bring Sadie hither.
Sadie is the newest interviewee. Congratulations. You are the
What
next.
do I do?
You are the next on the Price is Right.
Oh, wow.
Does that mean I'm excused?
Courtney, do you want to sit down? Yes, you do.
I was like, do you want her to sit down? Because it kind of seems like that.
Okay, we'll sit.
You
Hi,
can go
viewers
snag
again.
Somebody. What are we doing? What?
We're talking. This is a live video on Jason's
You're live with
channel.
like 8 people.
So
Wow.
introduce yourself. How do
Okay.
you know the bride or the groom?
Okay. I'm Sadie. I know Jason because he trained me at Beach City. And yeah. And then LaQuisha, she would never tell me like her name for like the first few months that I knew her. It was really kind of awkward because I didn't know what to call her. So I just actually called her LaQuisha.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
LaQuisha.
Mhm. She was
Have you
pretty
seen the video 60 Most Ghetto Black Names?
funny.
Okay, who has ever seen this video, please comment. 60 Most Ghetto Black Names. It's a video on YouTube. It's really funny because like it goes LaQuisha, La Fonda, like all of these
All the
crazy
little
ones.
names.
And then number one is Courtney.
Oh my
Legit,
gosh!
it is the funniest thing.
You have, oh my god.
I literally show it to everybody I know because like Latifah, Watermelon Drea, like
All of these names and all of a sudden
59.
Courtney.
Yes, like 59 ridiculous
But it
names.
doesn't fit the love. Like it seemed like all the other names were love.
Well, because they were like Courtney, like it's a football player. That's how come. It's like
Is
this
it?
super famous football player.
No, I guess.
So they're like, and he's big and like, and so
Okay.
like he was like, they're just making fun of like, oh, Courtney.
That's hilarious.
But it's my name, so I love that video. And I
So
literally
you could
showed
be a football player. You could also be black. I mean, like
could.
you have so many possibilities for your future.
I do. I was a great thing.
Yeah, you could do both if you really wanted to. Okay.
I'll
Well,
do that.
should we snag somebody else to come back?
Oh wait, you have to do a quiz. Pause.
Oh,
Where's my thing? Oh wait, my Thomas.
Oh boy.
quiz. We're gonna test Sadie's knowledge of Thomas the Trains.
Flip.
Okay, guys, here's my link and lock thing again. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a train, and you're gonna tell me its name. Okay. Okay. Number one.
Thomas.
Thomas.
That's
What season or whatever? What is it called?
all of them.
From what's more specific? Thomas.
First one.
Where's my cheat sheet?
I know
Okay.
So
This
I want
one.
you guys to know that this is a really special occasion for these YouTube fans because they don't normally see a ton of girls, especially in a Thomas event like this. So this is pretty special for them. So thanks for joining us here. I'm sure they appreciate it. And I hope you guys are having fun watching at home. So I don't know if I'll talk to you guys later. I don't know how to, but have fun doing what you're doing. So
Congrats.
Thanks. See you guys.
Okay, here's another one. Oh, you can't see it. This one, number 4.
So I'm supposed to say what season this is from?
Just what his name is. It's fine.
Oh, I don't know it, so I'm just gonna make up names. I'm gonna call him Big Blue, kind of like Big Ben, except Big Blue. He's longer. Gordon's Tender.
Gordon's Tender is like the coal. His name is Gordon.
Okay.
His name is Gordon.
Okay. Hello, Gordon.
Gordon. Okay. Number 6.
Okay. I'm gonna call him Mr. Pearman.
Think Harry Potter.
Oh, which kind of Harry Potter? Like Slytherin?
Think Gryffindor. Think red hair.
Ron?
No.
Weasley?
No. Keep going.
What are all the
It's Harry Potter. Think twins.
I
No,
know their names.
not twins.
Not twins?
Oldest sibling. Second oldest sibling. Second oldest sibling. A sibling.
Fred and George are the twins.
Okay, not twins. The next one.
It's the one that has the dragons, that does the dragon stuff, or is it the other one that was really annoying?
They're really annoying, like smarty ones.
Percy! You could have said the lightning thief, and I would probably not.
Oh,
yeah,
it's just talking to me about how Here's one.
Okay. Do you have any hints for this one, or
Harry Potter?
It looks like the Harry Potter one.
Jelly beans.
Oh my gosh, like the brand of the jelly beans?
Yes, the brand of the jelly beans.
Oh.
You got this.
You got this. What does it start with? What does it start with? D?
You got this. Everybody, you know who this is.
I'm failing.
Jelly beans.
Birdie.
Birdie's Boss.
Is that
Birdie's Boss every flavor jelly bean.
I didn't realize that was actually. I thought it was something completely different. I thought it started with like an R.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Birdie's Boss every flavor jelly bean.
Yeah, definitely didn't know that one.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he's supposed to have a tender. Yes. I don't know where it is. Wait, got it. Oh my god.
That was good. These
kids, these children.
They're enjoying it though. This looks like Thomas's twin though.
Very close. They're all commenting about the children. Thank you, Magic of the Rails. Children. That's what I said. Okay. Think Harry Potter's father.
I feel horrible that I don't know any of this stuff. I know this. It's just when you ask me, it makes me draw a blank. Harry Potter. Oh my god.
Harry Potter's father's name.
I know this. All I can think of is like Snape's. What was it? Okay, no, I don't want to see it.
Don't look, but everybody.
Okay. I know this. It's really because they're asking me that I can't remember.
Harry Potter's father.
Oh my god.
James.
It's James. Okay. Okay, I feel like I should stop. Okay.
Last one.
Okay.
I think it's just what kind of part? What kind of string? Boy with that small.
Okay, that's it. It's just Diesel.
Diesel! Oh, look at that! Oh, so cute. Everybody.
So is there any way she could sit on your lap? Would that be a problem?
Yeah.
So she'll be more comfortable that
What's
way.
her name?
Lucy.
Jesus.
Jesus?
Jesus.
Lucy.
The prodigal
Oh my gosh, how cute.
Lucy.
Lucy.
Aww.
Aw.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to throw off your questions. It's
Oh,
just-
no.
I
failed
didn't
anyway, so. What was that?
realize
That
how
Diesel's
many of
name
these
is actually
were applied to Harry
Is a
Potter.
number?
I was like giving her hints on like Birdie spots.
Like, its name is a number?
It's Diesel.
Oh. Hey, I wasn't finished yet. The Diesel has a number.
Oh yeah.
I'm on YouTube. I'm famous.
10? Diesel 10?
You're gonna go flat.
10 out of 10. Material state and brutal strength.
There you go. Spot on.
Oh, the bride is here.
The bride has
The excitement.
Oh yeah, she knows who you are. You are so cute.
I think she can still smell the frosting on your nose.
Yeah.
You are the cutest. Sorry, Mr. Good.
Wonderful. And hey, congratulations.
Thank you. One day, Jason and I are gonna breed these dogs. It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna have baby pussies every day.
Give me one.
You can have one.
Okay.
Don't eat my dress.
No, it's a really pretty dress.
Oh, it is gorgeous.
I love that.
Oh, gorgeous. Me too.
You have sharp teeth.
Oh, is your finger?
Ow! I didn't want to lick you.
There's like Gordita. I know the song.
That the trumpet player, yeah. So I started a mission with him.
Oh yeah.
And as I'm engineering, he plays trumpet there. You know, she gets oh cool. So he's like really good.
I was gonna say this is amazing. This is the stuff that I like seeing too.
Oh,
All
the
the
watches
time.
here too. Oh yeah,
All
also
of them are here. Readers here.
That's
well,
amazing.
I didn't know like I talked to Reader and like the other two guys just like that.
Recording all that.
Oh, what are you doing?
You're so cute.
To be honest. Hey! I got a dog. I don't know. What's T-pose?
What?
What's T-pose?
T-pose?
Yeah. Like the thing you do like with your hands under your chin or something.
Oh, this?
That?
Is it that?
This is the T-pose.
Guys, I'm a viewer.
Hi, viewers. Comment. Ask us a question. What's it?
I remember. Child friend.
Okay, viewers, we've got another brother here.
Yep, that's part of the life.
Hudson is going to join us.
Welcome. Let me use my bag. There you go.
Hudson, tell us about yourself.
Sounds great.
I live with Jason in the house for a while.
And how is living with Jason? Is he messy? He's
A little
messy.
bit.
Mostly fun.
Does he snore?
I never heard
Really loud. Wakes up the whole house.
Oh, are these guys asking me to T-pose?
What is that?
It's like,
Is it this?
it's Fortnite.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
He knows what's up.
That's pretty much the reason.
We got.
He's doing it to the music too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm doing this right.
The dog.
Fortnite is trash.
Hey, that's a bad word. You said the D word.
Uh-oh. Anyways, Hudson.
Legend. I am a legend. I know.
All right, Hudson. So are you sad that Jason's leaving now?
They love me. They love me. I'm internet famous. Can I have her back?
What are you gonna miss the most? What did my dog?
Hey guys.
Where are you gonna miss it with Jason
No,
being around the most?
Fortnite's lit.
We would love to.
Perfect.
Would you also like a dog?
Heck yeah, Roblox
Oh, okay.
is awesome.
Here you go.
you go.
Oh, is that what you wanted? You don't want the seat? Because you can have the seat as well.
His
His filming stuff. So you helped him a lot. What was your favorite part, like helping with filming?
probably assembling all the new stuff.
Yeah. And he gave you a lot of his old stuff, right? I bet you like that. Lots of toys. Pretty cool. Equipment. Pretty awesome. Sweet. And where's your Lynette gonna live? Do you know?
They're gonna live up in Provo for a while, and then they're gonna before they graduate, they're gonna
Gotcha. Cool. So it's still in Utah. I'm not gonna leave them for too long.
Not too far.
I'm not a Minecraft player. Jeez.
Mason, I think you want your spot back.
This kid's still in the show.
I'll go ask
Yeah, I think you do. Look, it's calling your name.
For you? Or
Where's Matt?
I'm gonna let you guys take this spot. Graciously, thank you for letting me be here. It's been a pleasure.
Let's do my spot. Hold on, I'm not done with you yet. Okay.
Continue.
Do you want to tell us a story about Jason? Any story? Just tell us a story about Jason. Here, come on. Just get a little closer. Okay, tell us a story about Jason. Any story. I feel like your favorite memory with him, or like what you like to do. Well, I guess what are you gonna miss the most?
Probably his filming.
what are you guys talking about?
What he's gonna miss when Jason leaves.
What are you gonna miss? His voice? Is that what I heard?
His filming stuff.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah. The puppy over there. Here's another. There's like 3 puppies here, and they're all really cute.
Well, 2 of them are bigger,
That's true. Okay, 2 dogs, 1 puppy.
but they have very puppyish personalities.
Very true. Well, thank you for your time, Hudson.
So I'm back, folks. I'm filling in for Matt and Nathan, Nathaniel, and because they were away having a little me time.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the
Now
music
what?
stopped.
What are they doing?
I could totally
They're probably
get
taking a
Mr.
break.
Reader then.
They're probably taking a break.
You think they're taking a break?
I think 'cause they're all back there. It looks like they're talking about.
But Reader hasn't took off his saxophone yet. So Mr. Reader is right. That guy with the platinum blonde hair, right? Oh, right there. That's Mr. Reader, our band teacher.
But your band teacher, not mine.
Oh yeah, mine and Jason. Sorry, mine and Jason's band teacher. And it's really funny because like his hair was like growing whiter in band class and everything, and we always said that he has like white hair, but he always called it platinum blonde. So he has platinum blonde hair, and you can totally tell it's platinum blonde right there. It's like glowing in the trees. Just so you know. And he's back.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. All right.
So.
Well, if you guys have any more questions or anything, shoot it.
I'm not good with tap. With touch screens. I'm really not good with that. I'm trying to get to. There he is. There's our man.
Here's the man.
I'm back. I got some ice cream. I'm sorry.
What did you get exactly?
I took the crushed Oreo and just spun it around in the soft serve vanilla, and it was very good.
That sounds.
I had cookie dough with the Oreo and nuts.
They had cookie dough ice cream down
Yes.
there?
Yeah, they did.
You didn't know that?
Cookie dough chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh my, I'm going back. Not now, but I'm going back.
I might go right now, man.
Oh, we still have 75 viewers. That's awesome.
They talk to Chandler, but you can tell them again if you want to see.
I do love this song.
This is totally like Night in the Museum mode right here, fellas.
I'm gonna dance like this so you can see.
Name this movie, please. Please, somebody get this movie reference.
All right, let's see if the comments get it. What movie?
Please.
What movie are these happy hands in?
Is anybody getting it?
They want me to T-pose?
That's what that kid was doing.
What's the T-pose?
You just stand like this or something.
That the model rig for Fortnite, apparently. And this, of course, is the scarecrow.
Now you gotta like wiggle it out. You got some good moves, man. Not gonna lie.
Is it just like replaying or what?
Oh, Jesus, I'm able to monetize this. Dancing on stuff.
So your name's Joel, right?
Joel, not Joel. That's a girl thing.
It was like showing like it's still showing it.
Oh, we're still going. Yeah, we're still kind of delayed. Even the chat's delayed. I hope we did. We are still live, but the chat got disconnected, and we're still back where Hudson was playing with the puppy.
Hit the live button.
Reese Saunders, thank you. Napoleon Dynamite.
Hit this.
My favorite
Skip
movie.
ahead to live broadcast.
Happy Hands Club. Thank you.
Hit that. You'll skip ahead.
Oh, skip ahead? What happened?
Yeah, click that. I don't know how to skip ahead to live broadcast since we're so far behind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there I am. Internet famous.
Oh, so someone must have clicked back or something like that.
Yeah. You just hit that, the live button.
Got it.
That. And it should take us. There we go.
Oh, there we go. We're pretty much caught up.
They wanted to
I heard they're making a fourth museum. Is that a thing?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yes!
Oh, you need to get up there?
Okay, here's my... ¿Dónde están mis personas españolas? Por favor, ¿dónde están? Esa es mi canción favorito.
You need to get up there?
I'll dance right here.
Cuando tú me miras, te siento el corazón.
I don't speak Polish.
It's not Despacito.
On my mom's side, partial Polish.
Really?
Yeah.
You must know my name.
I'm mostly Portuguese. My dad's other side.
Why did you do that?
Yo bailo, siento, vas apurando. Con tu física, tu química,
Oh, the bride's coming through.
Here she is.
We'll be coming up in a minute.
All right, I'm gonna get the screen up. There
we
she is.
go.
Ya no puedo más. Ya no puedo más. Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, quedar contigo una noche loca, a besar tu boca. Quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, quedar contigo una noche loca. Otra neta nota. Oh, 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 oh. I wish I knew some cool dance moves.
We'll make some up as we go. All right, so
I only know like this.
we are patenting new dance moves as we're going. So
Okay.
we're gonna have to like.
I'm gonna do what you suggested. I just gonna do what you just suggested a second ago when I was doing my
The scarecrow?
T-pose. Yeah.
Oh, get up there and go!
guys ready
Okay.
for the dinosaur?
Oh, the dinosaur.
What? That was the dinosaur.
I wasn't expecting that.
Wait, what do they have to say to that? Thanks, Matt.
Why you do this?
Oh,
Matt
man.
just thought I was here.
Someone catch that extinct dino. Oh, I can't top that.
We're planning dance anything, even something that transcends humans.
Let me think of something. I call this student. Go like this. And then they go, what?
That actually surprised me.
You go ahead and you're like, what?
That's a pretty good one. See, like, you
And
start
then like you can go
dormant.
slower, you know, and then
Oh, so like when it's like a bass drop and it's slowly building.
yeah, and then nobody expects it, and then go wow.
This is a classic.
Let's get a good dance party with them. This is ice cold, Michelle fire for that white gold. Straight masterpiece.
I'm looking more and more like Robert Stewart as time goes on. Like I am becoming that character. It's hot damn. The fireman.
Too hot.
Hot damn.
Too hot. Damn.
Bruno Mars.
You know who I am.
That's a good girl. I am a Devils fan. I go to Devils games all the time. Prudential Center in Newark. That's the only reason I go to Newark.
Uptown folk gonna give it to you. Uptown folk gonna give it to you. Uptown folk gonna give it to you. Saturday night's in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Wow!
Gotta get it.
I'm burning in a chair.
I wish I could dance.
I kind of wish I could too.
Whenever I dance, I'm too light.
Oh, look at all those rolls. Oh, I would have brought those home.
There's 2 pans, huge rolls, literally
Like,
I can't, that big. Yeah,
Like
that
about this.
big.
These rolls were like made out of fountains of butter. They were just so perfectly made and gratuitously made. With sugar
we gotta
and
see
things.
what they're doing.
All right,
I gotta see this.
get me.
With the butter or the pan?
I thought he was talking about the bread. But
I thought he was talking about the bread.
He's going to the dance floor. So should we join the dancing and just leave the camera rolling and anyone can just pop in? It's a risky move, but
Should we?
I'm
What
worried
do
that
you
someone's
guys
gonna
say?
commandeer this.
Get the bread, they say. I'll get the bread.
Get the bread, all right.
I'll go get the bread.
She's the breadwinner here. So. All right, so should we hit the dance floor and just let the camera roll?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed the show. It's still going to be on for a bit, and we may be back, but right now we're going to...
Believe me, just watch.
We're going to watch. Let's go. It's a dance circle.
Hello. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying tonight. It's wonderful. I'm dancing. Continue to enjoy yourself. And I love you. Hello, everyone. Due to popular request, I am back. I'm Nathaniel, and that's Jason, and you're watching Disney Channel. What do you guys want from me? There's no one with me, so I'm here to do whatever you want. Whoa, I'm not a traitor. I came back. The truth about what? Can you do the iconic Mickey Mouse ear drawing that they do? I'm gonna try. And you're watching Disney Channel. No, I will not give you Courtney's number because that's weird. But I still love you, buddy. I'm doing pretty well. I don't really want to do the T-pose, but there you go. That was it. Do you want me to play the Thomas theme song like on my phone or over there? Because I can't do it over there, but I'll do it on my phone if you want. Is Jason going on a honeymoon afterwards? Probably. I don't think he's going on a cruise in like August, so that's pretty good. Hey, where's Matt and Jason? Jason is right there. Right. Boom, right there. And Jason might have waved. I don't know. Nathaniel, go pull Enterprising Engines 93 SmackDown. He made a bet and lost, so he has to be pantsed. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to do it. I don't know yet. Whoa, Jason's not. He's hard. Nathan, please watch Shed 17 FPS. Oof. Did Nate respond to what I said? I'm buffering.
This looks fun.
Oh, dude, I'm the first person to say anything in like 5 minutes. I mean,
Really?
no, probably like 20 minutes. No one's.
This is really fun.
Yeah, everyone started going nuts
Why?
because they went from like not saying anyone, and then I came over, and then everyone. No, I don't play Fortnite.
I do.
Really? Are you good? How many
Yeah.
solo wins do you have?
Around 30.
Wow.
Starting to do some the new version. It's like the shotgun potion counters.
Yeah.
I'm a pro. I win every match. Kidding. I suck.
Matt,
hello.
Sit down, buddy. Hey.
Hey.
So we had some fun on the dance floor. How long have you guys been back here?
Probably like 5 minutes. I noticed that everyone was lonely, and we still had like 80 viewers, and so I just started saying stuff.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Oh, so we have our T-pose champion here. I never caught your name actually.
Right.
Brighton, nice to meet you.
So people are really wanting to see your pants go down.
Oh man.
Well, the thing is, I promised my pantsing to Nathan, aka Upside Now, so it would be in poor taste to deny that opportunity to him. So when Jason, Nathan, and I converge in one place, it will happen, and it will be beautiful. But
when will this happen?
There will be a time, but right now, It's wedding time.
It is wedding time.
And people have been joined in holy matrimony, and seeing the flying winged hot dogs on my boxer shorts would take away from that magical moment.
Everyone is excited to see the T-pose kid, which I imagine is you. So if you want to do another T-pose or some cool little dances, yeah, there we go.
I love hips, don't lie. I'm not afraid of them, guys.
I could stay here all day.
Matt, stopping leaving the laptop behind. Oh, I love this song.
I love this song too.
Nathan, Matt, play one of my videos on my channel.
That's my seat.
Are you sure?
The kid is finally here.
They want you to propose to me after you pants me, which would be, you would catch me off guard. I wouldn't quite know how I'd react in that situation.
Glue Sniffer says, Nathaniel, you should purpose to Matt after you pants him.
I mean, you could purpose me if you wanted to, but I think he meant propose.
Are you sure? I think he means purpose.
And what way would you want me purposed?
Yeah. How do you want me to purpose, Matt?
I have purpose.
A bunch of people are asking for Courtney's number.
Yeah, she doesn't know that yet, but I saw that on Twitter as well. So there's a whole other dimension to this. Yeah, Nathaniel is Courtney's brother, so I don't think you should ask him to set you up.
Matt and Nate say my username. Let's do it in unison.
TM7 backup. That was it, right?
Wait, no, it's TM7_Eric.
TM7_Eric. Thank you for joining this live stream.
Yeah, you just gotta shout out to Old and Reliable. Your hips don't lie. I like this song a lot.
My hips are very honest.
Have a bowl, Mr. Squidward. Yes, please play Mamma Mia at your wedding, man.
Almost every ABBA song will be played at my wedding, I'm fairly sure.
You're a serious fan of ABBA, aren't you?
ABBA's fun. It makes me happy when I'm sad. Like, I listen to ABBA when I'm having a really bad day.
Oh, if anyone wants to follow my Instagram account.
What is it?
Go ahead.
It worked for someone.
All right,
Go
what
ahead
is
and
it?
type in
Our
N.
T-pose
Hold
boy.
on, jeez.
Okay.
You're so fast.
Okay, here we
The
go.
internet
Follow
is-
him on Instagram.
And then you guys can follow me. I post crappy memes.
Okay, let's see if we can get it in there.
Turn off your brightness, jeez.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
right? It's too much, man.
Oh, there.
What is it? Just say it.
It's not showing.
Dang it. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. N.7 Smith.
7 Smith.
So if you want to, just go ahead and follow.
Like that?
That's the one.
Well, internet sucks.
A second there, Matt, you looked like
Does Courtney have any?
you looked like Hugh Jackman just a second there.
I look like Hugh Jackman? That was
That's
great.
just a second ago.
I'm lip syncing Shakira, and I look like Hugh Jackman.
Just that 1 second, you look like Hugh Jackman.
You guys don't have to have a pen.
No fight.
I've got one.
Oh,
It's
really?
Thomas
Yeah,
the Train.
I always carry one.
Okay. I'm just gonna advertise my.
Oh, come on. As soon as I found it. Jesus.
I be salty of the 7 seas.
So your name is Nathaniel Smith, all right? I don't work at Scout Camp. You're a senior. Wow. That's depressing.
Okay, here it is. Oh, it's backwards. Dang
No,
it.
no,
Oh.
it'll show up. It'll show up on the
Will
other.
it? Okay.
Yeah,
Let me check.
That's what
Yeah,
it
it
is.
does.
Is it?
it looks
is it
backwards.
correct?
No, it's backwards.
No, it looks backwards here, but if you go to the stream, but
Okay.
if you go on the stream,
I'll have to type it
if
in
you
backwards.
go on YouTube, it'll show up the right way.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Okay. How
All
How do I
right.
get to there?
All right, if you guys want to follow me, I'll fetch.
How do you? I don't know how to work this.
All right, my name is BRIGHTON_13_.
Wow, that's a long username.
You know what?
Okay, I'm doing this backwards, so bear with me, everyone. That's just
Oh man, I already got one more follower. Jeez.
wow, that's nice. And then
Do it.
Since
Follow
everybody
me.
is doing this, I'm going to plug myself in as well. You can follow me on Twitter
Do you mind?
at you can follow me on Twitter at Geek Machine,
Look.
and or you can just find me by Joel Geek Machine Hunter -voice actor. Find me there.
oh, I got a train. I mean, no, that's a bus.
Where the heck? I had my
So,
username a second ago. Jeez. It's just right there.
are you Noah? Oh wait, no, I just got like I got like oh, that's the funniest thing. I got a few. I got like 11 follow requests, so that's fun. Shout out to Noah Hunter, James Mason, Thomas Williams, Corey Cooper Brighton,
Cam Brandon.
and then congratulations. Oh, that's the glue sniffer. Oh, Elsbridge Productions.
I know Cam.
Cam Bramley. Also, Jack B, Robert Ritchie, and I got one more.
Oh, I think no. It's not 31. It's 13.
Oh. So how's everyone doing today? How was the wedding?
I wasn't there for the wedding.
Oh, there you go. That worked.
And for those of you who are probably wondering why the heck they're writing backwards, that's because what's being shown to us through the Hangout.
¿Dónde está la comida? Oh,
I don't speak a lick of Spanish.
that was Spanish for "Where's the food?" By the way.
I don't know.
Oh, there's ice cream still down there.
Come
I'll
on,
probably go
guys,
for
follow
another
me.
bowl.
I need some followers.
How many followers do you have?
Like 9. Jeez. Let's see. 19. And I'm following places.
I just got another one. Oh,
Dude, no one's following me.
Nathan Bassett. I don't know who that is.
Nathan Bassett. Oh, I
Bassett?
know. Yeah, I know who
You know who all
that
these
is.
people? Oh, they
I
keep
know some
coming.
of them. I know some of these
Come on,
people.
I'm lonely. I'm trying to get them to follow my Instagram.
Yeah, he's just plugging his Instagram. I did, and I got like 15 followers.
I got none.
Wait, what's it on?
YouTube.
Jason wanted it just so he could like.
Dude, I got one. I got one. Thank you.
Got a live one.
Thank you.
They're biting.
Whoever follows me, I'll follow back.
Oh, I got it's number 15. I didn't know there were so many Thomas the Tank Engine fans. I am surprised. We've been holding up that paper for quite a while. Jason! Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, Lynette.
It looks like they're packing up the ice cream. Or, no? I don't know. And they're looking at their gifts.
Bob heads. Everyone just bobbed their head.
So, how do you work this? Because I'm trying to see the chat, see if any new questions have come through.
This really hurts my arm. Come on, guys, just follow me.
Dude, I think you've seen it enough.
Well, fine.
Are we still on?
Oh, yes, we are.
Okay, guys. Are we live
Courtney's
right
back.
here? Okay, I'll go. I have Mr. Reader, our band teacher.
I better get out of the way. I'm going to get out of the way and leave it to you two. Because he's your band teacher.
You can tell him all about you.
Well, Naughty, see ya.
So I said to tell about Jason. So there are people out there. So how does this work? I just talk.
Yes.
Hello. So want to hear some stories about Jason?
Yes.
The thing I remember the most is I was afraid Jason was going to get whiplash every day because he always had his hair long in the front and he always go. It was like I don't know, probably
Jason's looking.
Probably like 6 times every minute.
We got things under control, Jason.
Anyway, I remember what he confided in me about his train thing. His first time he confided in me. And he didn't let anybody know in high school. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did not know until after high school.
And he was doing it in high school and he told me, I have this thing, I have this thing. It was about the time, I think it was about the time he was going to graduate when he told me about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know until after high school about this.
And then do you remember when he did Mr. Box Elder?
Yes, but I didn't go to it.
And then he decided he was going to, he played the Rocky theme on his trumpet and tried to be Maynard Ferguson, play really high.
I did not.
And I can probably count on this hand how many times he practiced in high school. What do you think about that, Courtney?
Probably like below the table even. Like you can't even
Yeah, he never practiced. Let's see, what else? What else can we say about Jason?
I already told him that he was a noob in high school and then in band.
He kind of was.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do I need to correct any back in the day? Correct any?
Oh, it's this way.
Yeah, it's always been to the left.
It's always been to the left.
How are you? Well, it's good to see
With
you.
his Justin
Readers
Bieber
telling
haircut.
falsehoods about me now.
No, they're actually pretty
no,
true.
I think
I
I've
can
said
testify
everything.
of all these.
I got two
I told
witnesses against me.
about when you told me about your train hobby.
Oh yeah.
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 I think it was about the time you graduated. You told me about.
No, it was before then. You knew about it before almost anyone else did.
Really?
Yep, I remember that.
And I remember your little brother scratched the eyes off of one of your fancy trains one time.
Yes, and I was very upset about that. Yep.
Yeah, and it's like,
and any
no one's
people
allowed to
here,
touch my train.
Anyone on this stream, watching the stream, knows that play rail engines are expensive, and you have to ship them from Japan. So to have them scratch off the eyebrows is pretty annoying.
Oh yeah, it's the eyebrows. It wasn't the eyes. It was his eyebrows.
Yeah, it was the eyebrows. So I had to buy a new one because it didn't have any on it anymore.
Nobody touched my trains.
Have you guys seen the ACF? I like trains. And then the train thing hits up.
I don't know this. Am I really talking to the world right now? Are there people paying attention?
Look, we can look at their comments.
What are they
How do I go to their comments? I don't know how to work
What
Max.
are their comments, Jason? You're
Yeah,
supposed to teach us
how do I work
this.
Max? Okay, right here.
Well, I don't use Twitter. Well, yeah.
Cookie dough is my second favorite flavor.
Unable to connect to chat.
Oh, I'm not even on.
Are we not on? No, we're live. It says stop broadcast. Okay. Okay, so it's just
So
the
we're on.
chat.
It says live.
Okay, but nobody cares what I'm saying.
Well, why? No, they do. Of course they do. But I can't see what they're saying. Hold on, let me look at my phone. Hold on.
Sidekick Wedding. Jason Sidekick. I did make a mean comment once on Facebook about Sidekick. He said something once, and I was like, man, I don't know if it went like the way in bands, maybe. Anyways, I don't know. So maybe that's bad.
Uh-oh. Okay, they're saying, I don't know what they're saying. Is that the platinum blonde guy? Yes, it's the platinum blonde.
Yes. This is platinum blonde.
It's not white.
This is not gray. This is platinum blonde.
You were back there, I'm like, guys, this is Mr. Reed, and I was like pointing to you, and I told the story behind platinum blonde. Oh, that's funny. Thank you guys for remembering that.
Yeah. So how many people? Really? People pay attention. This is funny. This is so funny. Jason's got this streaming his wedding.
Like the center. So right now we have the circle table, the pavilion, and then back here there's like.
Oh, they can watch they can change cameras, what they want to watch?
No.
Oh.
It's just this camera. So over here they have like all the dinner stuff. They had catering, and then we had other stuff on the other side.
So were you in charge of doing all this stuff?
I had to help. Still helping.
Oh, that's nice of you, Courtney.
Thanks.
Is this like your humanitarian things you do?
Oh yeah.
For
Yeah,
Jason?
for the lesser beings, for the What's it called? For the less fortunate.
The plebeians, the peons.
Well, this music video was formed in the Dominican Republic.
This one right here.
No.
It's
No.
music, not the
Bailando, the one that it was earlier. That one was.
Okay. All right then. Maybe I should go. There's Jeffrey.
Yeah, who was asking about Jeffrey?
I was. Jeffrey with the red tie.
He's literally been down there the whole time.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to anybody. He does not want to be here today.
Because he's probably tired of everybody talking.
Well, okay. I probably should go. I'm supposed to go pay Dirk. I think they decided that they don't know who pays the band. Because I looked at both of them. Dad, I looked at Jason, and they're all like, okay, we'll see. And I was like, okay.
Just go like this. Go.
They're all like, thanks for coming. It was really great.
They're gonna watch this video later.
Oh, are they? It's okay. I know I'll get paid. Not worried.
I'll pay you in.
But I'm paying them. I'm paying the guys in the band. So anyway.
Wait, so how many people were in your band? It's like 5 of you?
There are 4. Aren't there 4? I'm not paying walk-ins for 2 songs.
Yeah, that walker was the 5th song. Was your 5th person.
Yeah, and then there was a kid that showed up.
The trumpet guy.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's just. That'd be like if I had to pay Jason for playing one song. Yeah, it's like, can I sit in? Yes. I'm not
You can
getting
tell
paid.
that Jason's still not practicing. Sorry, Jason, but
He came by twice. Once to ask me for help. Once to practice.
that's probably the only time you practice. Truth comes out.
That's why he's a little sharp.
He was sharp, and then he kept cracking.
It's okay. He sounded great.
It's great for being the second time he's played since high school. Great, Jason.
and his wife cried.
Oh, I'm like, she was standing right there.
Spreading lies. I see.
She was crying.
She teared up.
Yeah.
I have proof on the cellular.
Well, where's the rain? I thought we were going to get rained out.
No, I didn't even notice, to be honest. I don't think I was here yet.
I think it was doing it. Sadie's here.
We should have had you sing on this.
I would have loved to. I heard you guys playing Perdido. That's the one I actually was able to listen to intently.
Well, we should have. They wanted a vocalist. But
I could have done it.
But you know what?
Oh, my heart.
Vocalists are hard to work with sometimes. She wants to see you. She's trying to get your attention.
What?
That girl right there. She's trying to get your attention.
Oh, she's trying to say hi?
Yeah.
Becca. Okay. I'm really bad at that. Anyway.
I don't know, babe. Wasn't she in choir?
I think so. I don't know.
All right. Anybody?
No.
Are they all not paying attention any longer?
Hey, if you
They're
ever
saying
need a
shout outs.
vocalist, not even kidding.
Any
I will.
questions? Dude, I got like questions for Mr. Reader or Sadie.
You got followers now?
Yeah, he was freaking photobombing the whole time.
I don't have any YouTube.
No, not when you guys were talking.
I don't
No,
have any
beforehand.
The other time.
Huh?
You guys mission pictures from both days.
It was fun.
What? What did you say?
I'm sorry.
It's true,
I was the same as my son. I said, he's got mission pictures up there, and I said, what, from both days? I'm just kidding. Everybody's a different mission.
Oh my god. That changed a bit.
Oh my gosh.
My son was only out for like, I don't know. Let's not get into it. Now I'm feeling bad.
It's okay. Have you had ice cream?
I haven't had any ice cream yet. I think all the treats are gone.
You can go check.
It's okay.
Hey,
City before still there.
Yeah.
I think I want to marry you.
I don't know this song.
Is it the look in your eyes? Or is it this chocolate juice? Okay, baby. I think I want to marry you.
The classic going up the third and following me the entire time. Everybody's
Listen to
so
your little
impressed.
music major.
It's so funny. Like, people are always like so impressed. They're like, how do you harmonize? I'm like, just go to third, guys. Or down to third. Like,
But
it's
I'm
not.
not.
But yeah, it's
perfect-ish.
Well, honestly, like you can do other stuff too, but it's just really funny because I was doing that before I realized what it was, and then and then I realized what I was doing. I was like, wow, I'm really boring and cliche. I need to fix that one.
Does it?
Now you know.
Doesn't feel music made you just change your world?
Yeah, it's so funny because I like talked to a bunch of my siblings who started studying. They're like, yeah, it just started to ruin music for me. I'm like,
No,
why?
just the opposite.
Yeah, it opens up like a whole new world and you can understand things so differently.
Yes. I remember my mom saying, "Can't you just listen?" I was like,
I
am. It's
There's
so
so
cool.
much more to listening than what you're doing right now.
That's what I remember. Just like it's like so cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
They want to know if you have an Instagram.
Yeah. Courtney.call. Is your last name Call? Smith.
I am offended.
Courtney Smith. Courtney Call is in my first hour, but she's never come.
Uh-oh.
But it's a music 10 class.
And she doesn't come.
Sorry, Courtney Smith.
It's okay.
Maybe you're gonna marry a guy whose last name is
Smith.
Hall. Smith.
I went out with a guy that his last name was Paul.
And?
Nope.
She tried.
I tried. And I also went out with a guy named Smith. Last name Smith. With a leg named Smith.
And what was the name of his other leg?
I was hoping somebody.
What is that from?
Thanks.
The wooden leg named Smith.
What was the name of his other leg?
Courtney Smith. Courtney.Smith is my Instagram.
Follow me on Instagram, Courtney.Smith 798.
And yes, that's my Instagram. Oh.
Occasionally he's on it. He's playing his saxophone.
I don't even have a Facebook page. Hey, Jeffrey.
Hey.
He's Well, he was a senior when I was a sophomore. So, and I didn't become friends with Jason until like the end of my senior year.
Why is he flirting with all you girls? Doesn't he know that's what he's supposed to be doing at a wedding reception? It's like his aunt.
This is why we bring Reader in here.
I'm sorry. This is why I'm on probation for this year. Because I talk too much.
Such is the life.
Finally happened. It caught up to me. I better go.
Can you guys explain why Thomas music shouldn't be played at a wedding? Why shouldn't Thomas music be played at a wedding? Be careful.
It doesn't have a good beat, and it's not good to dance to. How's that?
But it's great music. It's good music still.
But this stuff is okay.
Yeah.
Jackson 5!
I'm glad you said that because that's what I'm going for.
I caught it.
That's awesome.
You guys just kind of found a candle. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sit down, Tony Stark.
Oh, Dirk's coming. I better go. I gotta go.
Thank you, Reader. Sorry. You guys want to take it over?
Goodbye.
T-pose kid is leaving.
Wait, I gotta do one more T-pose.
Twitter blew up over that, by the way. The T-pose kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I turned into Tony Stark while I was out.
Whoa.
Oh my word.
Guys, look, it's Iron Man.
Oh,
it's supposed to be a little higher
Yeah,
up.
it's in your stomach.
There we go. I was gonna say an Infinity War spoiler then, but I didn't. How many people are watching? 61?
Salty. What's your secret?
We will never know. I like how he has only one tooth.
He has one. Yeah, that's must be hard to eat. It's tough. He only has one tooth, so eating and pronouncing words is tough for Salty. What were you guys doing? Are we gonna wrap things up? Or
Sure, we were just talking lots of things with Reader.
Oh,
Band
that's
teacher.
Was that really fun?
It was really fun. Fun back.
Well, guys, the OGs are back, and it's starting to get dark.
I think we're gonna close the stream for now.
no.
Dad's huffing it.
Oh, they miss T-Pose Kid?
They do miss T-Pose Kid. They're glad you're back. Let's keep going up.
Well, we should answer some questions.
Nathan is Iron
Does
Man.
anybody miss me?
Oh, we missed Joel as well.
They said Nathan's nips are on fire.
Oh, well, I am Iron Man.
Courtney, are you single?
So, Courtney, we didn't want to alarm you, but there were some people on Twitter asking for your digits. And
No, tons. Like when I came back, they're like, Nathaniel, get Courtney's number.
I rounded down just not to make you uncomfortable, but there were a lot of people asking for your numeros. And we didn't give them to them.
Oh, good.
But we wanted to let you know.
I don't know it.
Well, I gave everybody my Instagram, so go ahead and follow me on the Insta.
Oh, there we go. You see, you gotta broadcast yourself. It's like what
Yeah.
YouTube used to be.
Instagram, Courtney.Smith798. Right here, guys.
No
Follow
one
me.
follow her because she's lame.
Nah, I'm pretty cool.
I'm
Okay.
cooler than her.
I've been to more countries than this kid.
I'm saying goodbye one last time because we're about to do the send-off. So
Oh.
goodbye, everyone, and thank you for watching. Have you guys had a good time? Lots of comments, lots of fun adventures. You can have the rest of that.
That's the wonderful thing about
So
Let me tell you, it was a whale of a tale, Jason.
Yeah.
We had so many good times, good interviews, dance moves.
I can't wait to watch all of this. So
You need to
thank you
watch
so
Vinir.
much.
Oh, and we built an arc reactor in Nathaniel's chest.
Oh my gosh. Will you guys with the send off, will you just make sure the cameras are off and just take the tripods into the the workshop after the send off?
We'll take care of everything.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks you guys so much.
Congratulations!
Thank you guys.
Everyone say congratulations to Jason and Matt. Yeah!
Thanks guys.
So, where's Lucy? Anyway,
Wait, guys, but what if we just left this camera rolling all night and then they just stared at nothing?
Well, if we left it on all night, I guarantee Bigfoot would appear, aliens would land,
And then they'd all just make the entire thing better.
Yes.
or Elvis would fall from the sky, scratch his head confused, and then just walk away and get a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Okay. So, any closing words that the audience would like to?
Yeah, if you have any last words, go ahead and say those now.
Yes,
We'll
say
count
those.
down from 10.
No, there's a delay.
Okay, 10.
If you're reading this, Jason, congratulations and the best wishes for the future.
Thank you, the Happy Truck Shunter.
Okay, so
Oh, send off.
send
All
off right now.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. We had a good time.
Peace.
Stopping, and I think.
Who
Who cares? We gotta go.
Yeah, we got